Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jason, and along with my wife Jen, we left Chicago in the summer of 2021. We moved out here to the beautiful state of Maine to start our own off-grid homestead. Now right now I'm out here on my back porch checking the weather because we've got a pretty cool project to start today. All right, well, I think I'm going to go inside. I'm going to get all bundled up, and we're going to get Dory running, and we're going to head over to the lumber rack because today we're building a firewood rack for the kitchen. Now, we knew we always wanted to build one in lieu of buying one, and I think I've got the right design down. It's going to give us a lot of capacity for the heating wood and also the cook wood, because again, this rack is actually going in our kitchen. Now, as far as the specifics, it's going to be 48 inches long, 36 inches tall, and 18 inches deep. Now, all I've really got to do is just start cutting some pieces of wood and put this thing together. Now, the wood that we're using are the long beams that came off of the cedar fence posts or fencing that we've used for all of the trim in the cabin and all of the window trim as well. So these were the main beams that were used, and you can actually still see where all the cedar boards were. So we're going to go ahead and use these as our uprights for our firewood rack. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't look like I have enough of these pieces. I'm a little bummed. Okay, let's see what we do have. Well, it's been a few days since that last clip, and it's been a lot more snow. So we are back today to work on our firewood rack that's going to go in the cabin. I think where I left off is trying to find out if I had enough of this wood, which are the which came off of the old cedar fence panels that I had. I do think I've got a couple of extra pieces. One's up against this cabin and one's right here. I'm gonna have to grab and put something else up there because I want all the beam or all the posts to be this wood. So I'm gonna go grab those and then make sure, or at least make sure I have as much of this as I need, or the right amount. So all right, let's do that. All right, so what I need are I need four 48-inch pieces, and then I need 6 36-inch pieces. I've got enough lumber here, so let's get these cut. When I'm done with these, I've got to get 6 18-inchers, but right now I only have enough for 4. Now I do have another piece in the lumber rack, but it's kind of twisted up. So I'm going to have to play with that one and see if I can't get 2 18-inch pieces out of it. We'll see what we can come up with. So I was able to get one piece out of the really bad warped 6-footer I had. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get another one, so I have this piece that's also reclaimed, and it's about the same size. It is a little bit thinner, you can see there, but that's okay. That's going to actually be covered up, so you're not going to see it anyways, so I can live with it. All right, so the next step now is I've got to get these boards here that have the snow and ice. I want to get those into the GPS and let those melt before I start putting these together. So I'm gonna go ahead and run these over there, put them in there for about an hour. We go have some lunch, and then we'll come back and we'll put this thing together. Well, it turns out that an hour isn't long enough to melt all that ice off. It's gonna take a little while, but while we wait, there's a few other pieces that we're gonna go ahead and cut up for this project, and let me show you what that's gonna be. So what we have here is some old reclaimed tongue and groove. We're going to be using this as the countertop and then also the sides and the back of our new wood rack. Jen and I really like the old rustic look and feel, and these old pieces of tongue and groove is just what we're looking for. I don't know if you can hear them, but there's snow machines in the background in the distance. It's a perfect day to be out snowmobiling. All right, so we've got our little work table. We've got all of our materials. Let's go ahead and put this thing together. All right, it is getting really cold. It's about, I think, 4:30, 4:45. The temperatures are going to dip down into the negatives tonight, which is no good. But, you know, it is what it is. We are in northern Maine, and it does get cold, and it is winter. So I've got to get this mess cleaned up here. And then I'm letting the dogs out right now. There's Miss Matcha over there. She is so adorable. Pain in the ass, but adorable nonetheless. So we're going to get this cleaned up. I got to still get some firewood for the night. And then it's going to be time to hunker down and just stay warm, sit by the fire, have something warm to eat, and get after this tomorrow. Hey folks, well, it is the next day and it is an absolutely gorgeous day. There is not a cloud in the sky. Whitco is feeling better, so we've got him out with the Sunka and Matcha. Right now we're getting Dory warmed up because we're going to get her over by the back porch so we can finish up our cookwood and firewood rack that we'll be putting inside of the cabin. So I decided on the back just to use the leftover cutoffs I had for the floor from the outdoor kitchen. And the reason that there's a gap there is simply because that this was the size I had, and dimensionally wide or lengthwise it fit. It left me an opening in the back. Doesn't really matter. It's not going to affect the function at all, so we're just going to leave it as it is. So for the most part, the box itself is done. I am going to add a piece up front here, which is this board here, but I'm not going to do that until after we get it into the cabin. Now the next step is to add the top, and we're going to do something a little unique. We're going to continue to use recycled materials for this. I think it's going to look really cool, but before we get there, I got to get this off of the table. Now that should be fun. Okay, so now that I've got the cross beams in, or these support boards here, we're going to go ahead and start measuring out our top. All right, so we got it in the house. And it is over here, right here. I know it's kind of dark to see, but we've got it in the cabin. I am moving the cabinet that was up against the wall here because this is where it's going. So I'm gonna finish cleaning this area, and then we'll get the new wood rack into its final spot, and then we can start putting some of the finishing touches on it and get it loaded up with some wood. All right, folks, well, there it is in all of its glory. I think it looks absolutely amazing. You know, after moving that cabinet, it really opened up the space, and it looks like I got the dimensions right. Now, we had some trivets that I added here just as kind of decor, and if we need them, we can easily just remove them. Matcha seems to enjoy it too. But yeah, so it takes about 3 days, 2 days of wood, and all of the debris gets caught back here. Now, when I'm loading it, I noticed that this definitely gets dirty, but nothing a broom can't fix. So, all right, folks, well, that will do it for this video and this build. If you liked it, please hit that like button. I really, truly enjoyed building this. I really love the fact that this whole cabinet here was built with all reclaimed wood. I just think it adds a little pizzazz to it, and I like it. And it certainly follows the rustic look that we are looking for in our cabin. And yeah, so, all right. Well, again, if you liked the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you folks on the next video.